Good morning. I wanted to get on here and say something real quick. I'm talking about like healing, transformation, and change sometimes is cyclical. And I think a lot of times, my son is up getting ready for school, that's him. A lot of times when an individual set out to like do something, right? Change something. There's this like pattern of like being able to do it, and then you fall off and you stop, and then you gotta start all over again, like the whole up and down thing. I was thinking how like change is cyclical. And I think sometimes when we as individuals, like say for me, I'm always using my examples. I do what is called a power hour, right? And sometimes I don't do a whole hour. I have to condense it. But there's been times, and the reason why, let me say why I started it, because I have always struggled or never been taught like, what is it? Consistency, I guess it would be. Like structure. I've never had structure outside of like knowing I gotta go to work, knowing I have to do the mundane things or the things that I have to do, for survival and day-to-day activities, right? That has to be done. That stuff has not been a problem. But outside of that, being consistent in other things that can help me to accomplish other things that I might have desire to accomplish, that has been a struggle. And so some time ago, when I really started like, addressing some of my behavioral issues and, seeking the right kind of help and support, like going to get a psychological evaluation, community. Those are things that, we should do. Especially if you have a high ACE score, if you have had experience in your childhood that has been adverse, I recommend that you get a psychological evaluation done. So through me doing that has been this like whole discovery of me realizing how I show up and how like some of my challenges, why I have them. So one of the things that I realized is that doing my power hour, was something that, I felt led to do that could kind of help me. Go ahead and do what you got to do. To, develop and like have that foundational thing that I need, right? Move, my little rabbit. Anyway, in doing that, there has been times that I've been consistent with the things, like developing that structure, and I'll do good for a while, and then I fall off and I stop. And it's been just this pattern. Even like, with me changing the way I eat or, working out or whatever it may be, right? There has been this cyclical thing. Like, I'm on it, and then I fall off, and then I gotta get back on it. And one of the things that I've realized is that has helped me mentally, because I think a lot of times when those of us who have like I don't know, the best self-esteem, or, the best self-esteem, it's easy to get in that, kind of negative self-talk. And so one of the things that has helped me and that I realize is that just accepting that stuff is cyclical. Like, one minute you're doing good on it, and the next minute you may not. And when you realize you're not doing it, just get back up. Like, just start all over again. And don't waddle in the fact that you fell off. Just be like, okay, I'm not feeling it. I haven't been feeling it this week. Okay, I haven't been, making the best selections in food that I eat, or waking up to make sure I get my little workout time, like whatever that is. Just be like, oh, okay, I didn't do it this week. God willing, keep waking me up. I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week. Having that approach and having that mindset has been very helpful for me. And I just wanted to share that because I don't know, I know I'm not the only one that do it. I talk to people and they be like, girl, I just fell off. I ain't even been doing, girl, but I'm gonna start back up, For those of us who are coming out of and eliminating severe negative talk, I wanted to share that. Like, be easy on yourself. Embrace and understand that change is cyclical. Like, one of the things that helped me is recognizing, like, a lot of the bad habits that I've developed over the years. I didn't master that in one day. Like, I was smoking cigarettes at, 13, 14 years old. I had started drinking alcohol at 13, 14 years old, smoking weed and, doing all of those things, right? Even though a lot of that stuff I don't do no more. That, me not doing that did not happen like that. It was not instant. I didn't master bad habits quickly. It took me years to master bad habits. It took me years to get conditioned and, to be okay with coping that way. And so I've learned that I have to give myself grace when I'm unlearning, negative thoughts, or unlearning things that's not so productive, and learning productive things. I've had to be gentle with myself. So I just want to say, I don't know if somebody struggle with that, deal with that sometime. Be gentle with yourself. Understand change is cyclical. Sometimes you're going to be hitting that gym and you're going to be on it. And then you're going to be doing good for some months, and then you're going to not do good. And then you're going to realize, like, dang, I ain't even been going to the gym. I ain't even been doing that. I've been splurging on, and then you got to start all over again. Get back on it. Not start over, but just, and the more you do that, you building the muscle. And eventually you will have the strength to just keep going. I just wanted to share that because I deal with that. And when I realize I deal with stuff, I'm big on getting on here, sharing it, because I know that a lot of stuff we deal with in communities like I've come from, a lot of us don't have language. A lot of us deal with things and go through things, and we don't share things. But we're not the only ones. And then a lot of times why we suffer, and we have so much mental illness going on, and so much low self-esteem, or there's so much mental health issues in our community, is because a lot of times we do a lot of suffering alone, and we're not communicating, we're not sharing, and then we don't have safe places to share. So when I be going through stuff and I recognize stuff, I like to share, because I'm real big on, like, I know testimony help people a lot. Good morning. I'm a big believer in that. I believe in, what helps people to change, grow, and thrive is when they don't feel so ostracized and they feel normalized like that. I do that too, girl. And it helps people not to feel so bad and so condemned. I think that's a whole nother subject. I'm not going to get off into that. But I just wanted to share cyclical. If you deal with that, like, you could be going to the gym months, doing good, shedding the weight, and then you stop. When you stop and you notice you stop, just start back up. Just keep going. Okay? That's anything. Eating, tackling things that, your to-do list, whatever that is, whatever it is that you've committed to yourself, that you want to do, you want to change, you want to, do things differently. Just recognize it could be cyclical sometimes. It's going to be an up and down thing. Just want to go down, get back up. Okay? Love y'all.